waking up every morning like everything's every day for days on end. I go to sleep and I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? And then I wake up and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I don't even know how I can overcome this problem and even get her to the point where she's ready to sail again.
Like, I don't know if I am capable of that, and it's just kind of like breaking me down. It's just too much. Like, I need a break, but we can't have a break because there's no time.
Those weeks just gave me a big reality check. I started sailing on Elixir, and all those dreams like started on that boat. And so now it's a bit sad that they all die here too.
Welcome to another update from Elixir's voyage around the world. We are deep in the trenches of this refit, bringing this 55-year-old boat back to life after 16,000 miles and half a circumnavigation. Days in the Boatyard quickly transformed into weeks, and it didn't take long for us to abandon our wildly ambitious deadline of sailing to Fiji in May. There was just so much to do, and it all felt very overwhelming. Thankfully, I was in one of the best places I could be to carry out a project like this, in a beautiful country surrounded by helpful friends, and although it was a lot of work, I definitely felt like we were slowly making progress, and it was incredible to see Elixir coming back together again. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to support the refit. Join the Patreon for even more content like my newsletter, the Elixir Express, and to hear about any opportunities to sail on board Elixir. How's the Boatyard going?
Good, I go back in the water in a few hours.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I like it, the Boatyard period. I'm excited to go back in the water though.
Inspiring female captain about to take her boat to Fiji. Anything else you want to say to all those female aspiring sailors out there?
No, not right now. I'm doing too many things right now. Why do you always ask me questions at the worst time?
Yeah, there's a really good weather window coming up this weekend. Obviously we can't go because we're nowhere near ready. But now is the time of year where all of the boats are going to Fiji. And now is the time of year that we hope that we will be sailing to Fiji. But because with boats, they always take way longer and cost way more than you expect. And this refit has just had a few setbacks, so things are running a little bit behind schedule, but it's all good. We're making lots of progress. I'm about to drill through the side of the boat, which is always exciting, and fit this seacock, which is going to be the intake for the water maker. Since I fitted the water maker, Elixir hasn't come out of the water, so I haven't had an opportunity to fit a new seacock. But we've got this backing pad made out of New Zealand hardwood, and then we're going to fit this valve next to the water maker, just in there. And yeah, we're like super behind schedule and over budget. It's looking like this refit, after sailing halfway around the world and fixing everything that needs to be fixed, as well as upgrading the boat and installing a lot of new stuff, it's probably going to cost me about 25 to 30,000 US dollars. Fortunately for me, a lot of this stuff has been sponsored. It's still been a big expense. Like, I've still had to fork out a lot of money to like get this boat together. So here is the backing pad that I just made, putting a hole through this block of wood, and I feel like that's a good location for the seacock, because then we can have the water coming straight out into the filter here, the primary filter. It's quite far below the water line, and you can reach it through here, this little locker. This is the through hull fitting. This is the outside, and it goes through the hull of the boat. And as you can see, it's got a countersink, which means we're gonna get some coarse, like 40 grit sandpaper and just glue it onto the outside here. So here is my little craft project. I reckon this will be enough to give us the countersink that we need. And there we have the final countersink, ready to put the skin fitting through. There is the finished seacock. Just turn it like on, like that, and it lets salt water in through the filter, pump, filter. Yeah, this is where we're gonna get our drinking water from.
Two cuties in love. Oh, Echo.
Congratulations for getting your boat ready to go on the water. How does it feel?
Good. One step in the right direction. I love Echo very much. She's my one true love. Give her all my time and energy and money. She's got everything from me. So I don't look very cute right now.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not feeling very cute.
You're probably the cutest person in the Boatyard right now.
I don't think there's very much competition, Max.
I mean, I'm in here. There have been quite a few setbacks. I'm just finding it really hard to get all of the bits I need here in New Zealand. Gearbox still works, but it's kind of f***ed. It doesn't feel like it's going to work for that much longer. The input shaft is loose, the gears are like all super worn, and I could quite easily fix the gearbox by replacing the bearings and replacing the shaft, but I'm unable to buy the shaft anywhere. So then I was like, well, maybe I'll just buy a whole new gearbox. But the only gearboxes that are in New Zealand spin clockwise and my propeller spins anti-clockwise. How am I supposed to get my boat all back together again? It just feels like everything is going against me at the moment. The batteries that I've been kindly gifted from Battleborn have been stopped at customs and sent back to the States, and apparently they're not allowed in. My car broke down. It just feels so out of my control. I just wake up every morning and I feel f***ed, basically. I just continue to work like 12 hours a day because I don't know what else I can do. It's been a lot. I'm grateful to have friends here to help me out. That's the main positive of this situation, is that it's made me realise that I have some great friends.
These last few months have been pretty hard for like a lot of reasons. We've been working 12 hours a day, most of the time 7 days a week, to try and get everything done. And it just seems like we're never making any progress. We've had so many setbacks along every step of the way, it feels like. We're going broke. Deadline to like leave for Fiji was like yesterday. Neither of us are even close to being ready to leave. I might get deported. So pretty much it feels like every aspect of everything that's going on right now is falling apart. And it's hard to stay positive at this point. Like, yeah, I just feel like I'm in way over my head. Yeah, you just have this idea of how things are gonna go and none of it's going to plan.
We all a little bit depressed, a little bit sleep deprived. Everyone is really anxious, dealing with their own problems. Yeah, I think in the beginning we were really able to like cheer each other's up, and now we each like run into our own problems, and it's getting really hard to keep a positive mood and keep motivated and everything. I was supposed to come here, work on the boat for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then we were gonna sail to Fiji. Everything, like one thing after the other, just I don't know that word, just like wasn't possible. So like now I've been here for like a month and a half, 2 months, I don't know. I haven't sailed, and also I have to go back to Europe because I have to take care of my dog. I don't know, I've been planning that trip for months, saving a lot of money, organizing everything. And now I'm just trapped here. I haven't sailed. There is someone in my apartment, so I cannot even go home. In the beginning, I was really driven and motivated, like to learn new skills, to learn how to like refit a boat, repair everything. Because I thought, oh, one day when I'm gonna have my own boat, all those skills are gonna be helpful. But the more we do it, the more I feel like I might actually cry. The more I feel like I will never have my own boat. Like I don't feel capable of doing this on my own. Those weeks just gave me a big reality check. And now, I don't know, it sucks because I started sailing on Elixir. And oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I started sailing on Elixir, and all those dreams like started on that boat. And so now it's a bit sad that they all die here too. I could never go through that on my own, and I really don't want to like rely on having a partner. Like that, honestly, you are really lucky that you have friends who are willing to like travel the world to come and help you, but I don't know if I will, you know, have that. So I don't know, it just seemed like the dream is too big and I don't really know if I can handle it. I don't know if I'm like mentally capable of being that driven and having that motivation.
I think you are. Okay. I know you are. Time pressure is a huge aspect of all this. We're working way too hard, way too many days in a row, and not taking any time for ourselves. We're not being healthy. Like, that is what should be coming first, and we're all putting that second. So that's what's breaking us. Yeah.
I'm still going away in a week. I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. Yeah, I just feel like I need to go and do something else. Hopefully everything will work out for Echo and Elixir, but I'm definitely not gonna be able to sail with them.
Apart from tomorrow.
We've got Terry and Margot coming today, and they are very special to us because they are our New Zealand family. Margot is Terry's grandmother, and she's been letting us stay at our house and saving us, basically. She's completely saved us.
She's very sweet.
She's the sweetest woman I've ever met in my entire life. And now they're here.
Welcome, Margot and Terry.
Thank you.
Lovely to be here.
Yeah, are you excited about today?
Incredibly excited.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get on the water.
Let's go.
Okay, Margaret, this is serious stuff now. I can't just talk myself into this, I've got to do it.
How do you like it, Margot?
I love it.
Yeah? And how do you feel about making your debut on YouTube?
Oh, how do I feel about making my debut on YouTube? Well, that will be my debut on YouTube. I haven't been here before.
I think Margot is gonna go viral for sure.
Yes, I think I'll live my next life as a sailor. I have to learn how to work all these ropes in the right direction and not get tangled up in them. Can imagine getting my leg round one and getting hauled into the water.
The captain.
Oh, it feels good.
It feels good. We almost forgot this is the whole point.
This is the whole point, exactly.
The reason why we all love New Zealand is that you're constantly surrounded by beautiful scenery and adventure in the outdoors are easily accessible. Because of the ridiculous workload we all had, our free time was very limited, but when we did manage to give ourselves the luxury of a day off, there was no shortage of fun outdoor activities. And as much as we were eager to get the boats ready and leave, it was going to be tough to finally say goodbye to New Zealand.
We've just been doing a lot. We've had a lot of setbacks. And I'm just exhausted, and honestly it's like kind of destroying my confidence. And I like set out on this whole thing because I just have this dream of doing it by myself, and the last week or so I just feel like I don't know if I am capable of that, and it's just kind of like breaking me down. And like this dream is just like getting harder and harder to achieve. I'm just so on edge emotionally and physically that like everything is setting me off, and it's just too much. Like I need a break, but we can't have a break because there's no time, because we need to get out of New Zealand before my visa expires and before the weather window is over. We don't have that much time left, and there's so much to do still. I know that it will be fine, and I'll get through this, and I'll be stronger for it, and but in this very moment I'm like about to break. It's breaking me. Yeah.
But you will get through this. For sure.
Yeah.
You did great today.
I did okay.
You did great. What do you mean? Everyone was really impressed with you. You did great. You are great. Wow. It's okay.
Okay, so today we're having a fun day and we're gonna do something with this space, right? What are we gonna do with this space?
We're gonna tile it. We chose some tiles with Hannah.
What are they from?
They are They are like pool tiles, but they were the only one that were thin enough so it would fit. But they are really pretty. They're like a tile blue. It's gonna look great. Voila.
Allez.
Allez.
Fiberglass overlaps onto the bulkhead, so we just made it flat with a lot of bog. I don't really know what the best glue is to use, but I'm sure Sikaflex will do the trick. And then yeah, be a little feature wall in the galley.
Those are the tiles. Look how pretty. Yeah, definitely. What do you think?
I think it looks good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off by priming the area with Sikaflex primer because we're using Sikaflex. How's it going?
Yeah, good. Still tiling the galley. I did the classic mistake of not dry fitting the tiles and then glue them on and they didn't fit, so that was a bit of trouble, but we fixed it. And yeah, it's going good now. I think I've learned from my mistakes.
Always do a dry fit.
Yeah.
So we're going to refit the chain plates tonight, which go here. These are just bits of metal which attach to the stays which hold the mast up, so obviously they're quite important. Before I bought the boat they were painted, which is not the best of stainless steel because it promotes corrosion and also you can't see if they're damaged if they're painted over, so we stripped all the paint off. And now they're just like polished stainless, and there's a lot of bolts bolting them on. We'll prime this and this with a bit of Sikaflex primer first, and then we're just gonna glue them on and bolt them on, and hopefully they should be solid. Today we're gonna be replacing more seacocks. This is gonna be the sink drain. I like these ones, they're good. They just seem a bit more solid and less likely to seize than the bronze ones that I've been taking out. This is a little backing plate that I just made, which will sit on the inside, and then we screw this down on top with a load of Sikaflex, and it should form a tight seal, and this will be our drain for both the sink and the water maker discharge. So it's quite an important one, and yeah, it's going in today. Of course, no refit is complete without one of the dirtiest jobs you can do on a boat, removing all of the old anti-foul. I suited up and made the most of a few sunny days to sand back everything below the waterline. It is dusty and exhausting work, but it's a blank canvas for some fresh new bottom paint. Alright, so back in the workshop and something big has arrived. Something which I've been waiting for a long time to get through customs. Finally, we have our new gearbox. This has been the main thing that's been holding us back, and I've been waiting for it for weeks. The ZF gearbox that was originally on the engine is obsolete. There was just no way we were getting replacement parts, which means we had to buy this new gearbox. Yeah, and I managed to get it from Sal Marine. These guys are Volvo Penta dealers in the UK, and it was more affordable for me to get it, buy the parts through them and get them shipped out here than it was to buy them in New Zealand. So if you've got a Volvo Penta and you're literally anywhere in the world, then I would recommend using these guys. They're great. They completely sorted me out. Now I think we've got everything we need to put the engine back together, which is pretty exciting. They also sent a sump gasket, so I'm gonna put the oil sump back on now. Also, there's new engine mounts and a drive plate. I bought some Volvo Penta coloured paint. I did a little test on the sump here, so this is the colour that the engine's gonna be. We're gonna bolt the sump back on again. I've given it a real good clean, both sides, so it forms a good seal. For weeks, one crucial part of the refit had been holding up all of our progress. We had been waiting for these engine parts to arrive, and finally they had, and it felt like we could move forward. The engine had been in pieces for months, and it felt so good to finally clean it up, paint it, and start bolting it all back together again. And every piece that went back together felt like a huge victory. Alright, so we've just finished spray painting the engine, and it's looking pretty good. As you can see, compared to what it was like before, it's almost like a brand new engine. It'll be totally back together soon and ready to go back in the boat, which is exciting. That's a big step.
Thank you for watching and for being a part of this massive undertaking. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and let me know in the comments what you think of the project so far. For a closer look at the journey, you can join our community on Patreon. You'll get exclusive access to my newsletter, the Elixir Express, and be the first to hear about future opportunities to sail on Elixir. Honestly, your support there is what makes huge refits like this possible. Also, check out our online store for untied merch, including t-shirts and tote bags. Thanks again for being here. You've seen the struggle, and in the next video there's even more of it, but also a giant leap forward as we get one step closer to leaving the Boatyard. See you in the next one.